What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. It is your boy Daniel Lewis. Today is gonna be kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and excuse me if I have bad hair because it's very early in the morning, but today we're doing a full day of eating and we have 2 training sessions today. And actually the next 30 days are probably gonna be very intense because it's gonna be 2 a days the whole month, but that's beside the point. Today we're doing a full day of eating and we're gonna be starting off with insanity. But insanity is going to be fasted. We're going to have no food in our system. It's just going to be water and some BCAAs, which we're going to get ready right now. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So let's get our BCAA ready and then let's get into the workout. There is nothing like starting the day with a small W. Now, of course, I don't personally believe in fasted workouts. Just for me personally, I just felt like I was eating too close to the workout and it just wouldn't be worth it. I just woke up too late to just have something in my system. And if I was gonna eat something, it'd be something small and light like fruit, just because if you're doing a high intensity workout, there's no point of eating anything heavy, just because you'll probably throw it up after. So there's really no point of really eating anything just to kind of have it sit in your stomach during a workout. I just don't find that to be comfortable. So we are gonna get showered and then we'll get our first meal of the day ready. But we are starting the day off on the right foot, which is a good thing. We do have another workout scheduled later on in the day, but I'll probably do that after work once I've eaten and I've recovered a little bit. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So for meal number 1, we're gonna pay homage to one of my personal favorite YouTubers, Nick Bear. And in this meal, he uses 4 eggs, some oats, and some avocado. I am gonna put my own little spin to it just to kind of fit my macros, but, which that means, actually reminds me, macros for today are on the screen now because that's important for you guys to follow along. But as I mentioned, I am gonna tailor this meal specifically to fit my macros and what I'm trying to hit for today. So let's get that ready. So funny story, guys. I had no idea I was doing this wrong, but apparently I've been cracking my eggs the wrong way my entire life. My buddy Omar captured on one of my videos that I would hit the side of the pan for the egg to crack it open. And he's like, dude, why do you do that? Like, why don't you just hit it against a flat surface so you can break the egg easier? I'm like, why would I do that? I had never tried that before. And so last week, the entire week, I started doing it and it's so much easier. And now it makes my life so much better. So thanks, Omar. For meal number 1, we have Nick Bear's egg and oats, which actually looks kind of good, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And then we also have a serving of Kodiak cakes, pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes, because chocolate chip pancakes are rocking. And we're also gonna be using the Walden Farms pancake syrup because, you know, 0 calorie, 0 sugar. Why are we gonna waste our calories on syrup? It's so stupid. So, Nick, let's see what this is all about. Now keep in mind that Nick also does add an avocado to this, but unfortunately I didn't have avocado to spare, so I also used more egg white than I did egg. He usually uses about 4 eggs. I use more egg whites just because I wanted to make sure that I was conservative on my fat goal for today. This is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I will definitely say I'm pleasantly surprised that the egg and the oats go very well with each other. Good job, Nick. That's why you're my favorite YouTuber. So the macros for this meal are now on the screen. I will catch you guys a little bit later on in the day. We'll hit meal number 2, which will kind of be like our pre-training meal. It's gonna be timed just enough that we can digest it before we actually go and train again. So I'll catch you guys for our next meal. All right, so now that we got some work done and we had meal number 1, I like to enjoy my coffee more as like a mid-afternoon pick-me-up. Now, I would be the type of person to enjoy coffee first thing in the morning, but the problem is I find myself crashing earlier in the day, and I don't like that happening, and I'll probably have another cup of coffee, which would be great because I love coffee, but I don't want to have too much caffeine and just be caffeine overloaded. So mid-afternoon coffee is up next. That was almost the first try.
A few inches later.
Now as this coffee brews, I know what you're thinking. You're enjoying K-cup coffee? Like, what is wrong with you? That's literally the bottom feeder of all coffee. And I agree, it's not the best coffee, but you have to keep in mind that I usually enjoy my coffee at work, usually going to the coffee cart or something like that. And so I don't have a proper coffee maker here. It might be something I need to invest in here just to have pure, proper coffee. But unfortunately, not something that I have at the current moment, but still gets the job done. Now we just add a small splash of creamer. Bang. That, my friends, is a nice color coffee. Not black, not too light, just right in between to enjoy the coffee, but also enjoy that splash of creamer. And now time for our first sip test. Beautiful. So the current time is 3:30, and that gives us about an hour and a half to 2 hours prior to our next training session, which is going to be a 5-mile run. That gives enough time for the food to digest and me to be perfectly fine before I go on the run. But I just want to show you guys something. And temptation is strong today. The temptation is strong. Hope we made pizza for lunch. But we're not going to enjoy that. As much as it pains me to say that, I am not going to be able to eat that today. That is not going to be part of our macros. And we want to make sure that we are properly nutritioned for our training sessions. Especially if we're doing 2 sessions a day. You know, you got to have to feed your body right. You got to put the right things in your body to fuel your body. Can't be shit all the time. I might have a slice tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, haven't decided yet. But so what we are gonna have for lunch is we're gonna do some of our infamous tortillas. And we made some shredded buffalo chicken yesterday, which is gonna be perfect for lunch because now I'm gonna have myself a buffalo chicken wrap. Perfect. Without the blue cheese or the ranch dressing. That's actually unfortunate. I wish I had that because I would actually add some to it, but I don't have any at home. Sick carry, dude. I know. Look at that. So the macros for meal number 2 are now on the screen. I have 2 tortillas. I have a serving of spinach, serving of shredded cheese, and then of course we have our buffalo chicken here. About 200 grams of chicken, I believe. And so this is gonna be meal number 2. It's gonna be a perfect, very light meal. I mean, it's not gonna be super heavy for me personally. And it's gonna get me through the workout later on in the day. And it's gonna hold me down for now. I do wish I really had either blue cheese or ranch just to add to this, just to give it that real true buffalo chicken wrap flavor, but it's okay. We'll make do with what we have, and we're gonna enjoy this. So I'm gonna catch you guys after meal number 2. Cheers, guys. I'm telling you, definitely missing that blue cheese or ranch. Oh man, if that was just lightly spread in there, this would be over the top. I might actually have to buy some today. So the current time is now 6:30. We are running a little bit later than we would like. That's perfectly fine. Food is sitting nice in our stomach. And we have a 5-mile run scheduled for today. It was supposed to happen yesterday, but unfortunately weather was not in our favor, so we did not go out for our run. It was pouring all day Sunday, so we had to move the run to another day, to Monday. So today is our 5-mile run, and then we'll probably rest tomorrow or just do our 3-mile run, whatever we're supposed to do in our programming for tomorrow. But I am not going to record anything during this run. I think I did bring my GoPro, did bring my phone, so I might record something along the way, but it's now time to hit our 5-mile run, and I'll catch you guys after the run for a post-workout meal. So our 5-mile run is complete. I'll put the details on the screen now, but we did it in 41 minutes and 27 seconds, keeping at 8-minute and 16-second pace, which is pretty ideal for a run of that distance, especially somebody who, you know, about like I would say 7-8 months ago could not run more than 2 or 3 miles consecutively, especially without knee pain. So the fact that I'm able to do it now without any issues is actually pretty fucking awesome. And I believe that's all because I developed better running form, even though it's not perfect, but I also developed a stronger core, which I don't find myself kind of like wobbling as much when I run, which led to a lot of knee pain on my right knee, because my left knee was pretty much the, I guess you consider, the weaker knee because of my surgery. Actually, surprisingly enough, that 5-mile run, the distance was almost perfect, to the point where I almost landed right at my house at the 5-mile mark. I was just maybe like a quarter mile short of actually completing that, which is pretty cool because I've never done that before. But I'll catch you back inside for our post-workout meal. Oh man. So now that we're back home and we completed our 5-mile run, we earned ourselves a post-workout meal. And typically after a run, I only do about one of these, but because I did a 5-mile run and I also did Insanity early in the morning, I earned myself not one, but 2 Rice Krispie treats. These are the smaller bars. These are about 17 grams of carbs each, 8 grams of sugar. Honestly, this is a perfect post-workout meal just because it allows our body to just replenish the fuel that we need. It's going to use the carbs, the sugar, everything it needs to just help our body refuel. And of course, we are going to replenish ourselves with our electrolytes from a Gatorade Zero. And that's going to be our post-workout meal. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy, just because we're going to be making dinner a little bit later. And now what we're just going to do is eat this real quick and then go upstairs, foam roll, stretch. Just because around mile 5, my calf got really tight. And so definitely want to make sure that for tomorrow's run, I'm not going to be feeling the after effects of today's run. But honestly, felt really good throughout the entire course of the run. Like, I felt freaking great. And that's including the fact that I did Insanity in the morning, which, not for nothing, but Insanity is now on the second half of my Insanity journey, which is like day 30 to 60. And the workouts are pretty intense. They're a lot more insane and they push you a lot. So the way I'm breaking up these workouts nowadays, these 2-a-days I like to consider them now, as long as I do Insanity in the morning, I feel perfectly fine to run in the afternoon. But definitely need to space them out just because they both kind of are very taxing on the body. You're burning about 500 calories per workout, so definitely am earning myself a treat. Let's go upstairs, stretch, foam roll, and I'll catch you guys for our next meal. Oh, and macros for this, even though it's not much, is now on the screen.
I can't control myself. I don't perfect out. I don't do so well. I don't got no self-control. I'm out my mind and all alone. My eyes are like 2 black holes. Self-destruct is all I know. Don't got no self-control.
Dinner is served. We have salmon, Brussels sprouts, and white rice. Macros for this meal are now on the screen. Once again, Opie, as always, has killed it. So we're gonna enjoy dinner, and I'll catch you guys for our last meal of the day. And so for our last meal of the night, we're gonna be having ourselves a protein shake, just protein powder and some water, just to ensure that we hit our protein goal for today. Most importantly, we hit our calories, which means that we are still in a caloric deficit for the day. And also with this protein shake, we're gonna be hitting our protein goal, which for me, in my opinion, is just kind of the most important part. To make sure you hit your protein, especially if you're in a caloric deficit. That's just how I like to function personally. Some people like to ensure they hit every single macro, but there's some flexibility behind carbs and fat. You can play with it however you like. That's just my personal opinion. But we are going to end the night with this protein shake. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Big